Hey everyone, it's Kariana at Create Your Future. Guys, today I have a success story. Client manifested communication through text after being ghosted for months. So before we get into it, and I explain to you how she did it and how you can do it, I just want to introduce myself again. I'm Caroline. I'm a coach here at Create Your Future. I am available for one-on-one coaching. We have a free course. You have all the description in the box below. It is how to get rid of your blocks and manifest fast. Overcome your blocks and how to manifest things much faster. Beautiful course that Amanda wrote, so I recommend that you get it, and it's free. All right, guys. I am a certified hypnotherapist, and I'm also a neurolinguistic practitioner, as well as certified as EFT tapping. Today I want to talk about this exciting news about one of my clients who was ghosted for a long time, several months. So when we get together and did our sessions, she was extremely, the feelings of anxiety were huge. She had a lot of anxiety. She was very upset. She was obsessing about the relationship. It was a relationship that had started. It was, she thought it was going pretty well. And then suddenly she got a little bit of hot and cold behavior. The specific person became distant, and then boom, completely ghosted. She was not blocked, but there was no communication. And when she tried to reach out, there was nothing happening. So that, contributed to the rise of her anxiety. She had difficulty sleeping. She was emotionally, she was a mess. She was super sad, and she did not comprehend that rejection. So we got together, worked in sessions, and we dealt a little bit with, the feelings, because I always say to you guys, and I know not everybody is on the same page with this, but I really feel that the feelings are super important. The dominant feeling is what is going to dictate what is going to be pushed out in your 3D reality. So if your dominant feeling regarding your specific person is turmoil, panic, anxiety, fear that you're never going to reconnect with your specific person, then that overwhelming feeling will be pushed out in your 3D reality, meaning that the life you're going to experience will reflect those feelings, and the experience will not be enjoyable. That's not what you're going to want to live, right? So of course, in her specific case, she wanted contact. First of all, she wanted contact, but then she didn't want any kind of contact. She also wanted an apology and an explanation. Now, the explanation, was it necessary? Well, it depends, because the law of assumption says that everything is empty and meaningless. So when you question and you're looking for answers, you really are opening the doors to possibilities that in reality you are creating. So it's not your specific person that is going to give you an answer that will surprise you. It's going to be the answer that you are pushing out. So you may choose to have an explanation, but you have to affirm, therefore, that the explanation to your questions is highly satisfying to you. That way, you are going to feel calmer and more at peace with whatever it is that you're hearing. Or if you can think of a specific scenario of what it is that you want your specific person to tell you, you can go that route. You can script out the dialogue, the conversation that you can have on the text, and then rehearse it in your mind, going over as an inner dialogue, and until it gets pushed out, until you are convinced and you're feeling this is it, this is what happened, and this is what he's telling you, or she's telling you, your specific person is telling you, and this explanation is satisfying you, and from there you can move forward with the relationship if that is what you choose to do. In her case, that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to move forward with the relationship. In order for her to move forward with the relationship, she wanted to have an explanation. It was necessary. Now, some people do not need the explanation. They just want the specific person to come back and just tell them all the beautiful things that they have dreamt about hearing. You know, you're the one, you've been on my mind nonstop. I can't stop thinking about you. I have come to the realization that I cannot live without you. You're the one for me. I want to be with you. I love you, etc., etc. Okay, so that is one possibility. You create the narrative, right? You create the story. So to go back to my client, she wanted first contact. She wanted for him to stop ghosting her. Then she wanted the apology in order to move forward with the relationship, so the apology had to be satisfying. So we discussed all this in session. We addressed the feelings of anxiety, see where they were coming from, and what was important is because I don't want you to suppress your feelings. I want you to face them, at least face them once and say, okay, this feeling happened because it was a consequence to what my specific person said to me or did to me or just did, and I felt a certain way in this scenario. So you observe that, and then you say, okay, yeah, you know what? I do not want to feel that way. Therefore, this is how I want to be treated. This is what I want to hear. And then from there, we came up with great affirmations. So she did repeat her affirmations, and we did, of course, we rehearsed it together in session, and then she purchased one of my hypnosis tracks, and I explained to you why this was so helpful to her. During the hypnosis tracks, there is an induction, which means that I guide you through a state of deep relaxation. So first we relax our entire body. So you always want to be in a safe place where it's safe to fall asleep. If you do fall asleep, a place where you're not going to be disturbed, and then I relax you. And then once you're in that state of deep relaxation, and some of my hypnosis are pretty long because the induction is pretty long. There are stages of relaxation, and when you're in that state of feeling really good, very, very, very relaxed, feeling like a lot of weights of the heaviness of the worry, all those nasty negative thoughts has kind of been dropped for the moment. You're feeling at peace. You're feeling calm. At that point, I start with the affirmations. When you are in that state of deep relaxation, you are almost in a trance. You are not fully awake, you're not fully asleep, but you have access to the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind, the way we communicate to the subconscious mind is not actually with the words of the affirmations, but it's with the feeling attached to the words. So when you're in that state of calm, deep relaxation, and you start feeling the affirmations, you are dropping the resistance in that state of relaxation, right? So now the affirmations can be felt. Because if you run around, sometimes, people tell me, I like to listen to the affirmation tracks when I clean or when I'm doing something else, which is great. Because it keeps you focused on one topic and you repeat the affirmations, that's great. However, if you're feeling very worried or very fearful, very anxious, or very upset, very upset because of something happened, and then you have those affirmations on top of it, it's almost counterproductive, because the feeling of of fear or worry or anxiousness is too powerful. So if you add those affirmations when you're not feeling them, you cannot feel the feeling of the affirmations, which is because you have to become your affirmations, right? If you want to be in that relationship, or if you want the apology, you have to embody that state of being the person who does receive the apology, who does get the text, who does get the communication, who does receive the love and can share the love, that's reciprocated. So how can you feel that state when you are overwhelmed with the anxious feelings, right? So the hypnosis, when it calms you down with the induction and you're in that state of deep relaxation, then the worry is released, and now you can feel the state of the affirmations that you are pronouncing after me. And this is exactly what my client did, and this is how she got it all. She was, SP contacted her. The communication was fulfilling. He absolutely did apologize, and with the apology, we kind of revised the apology that we had prepared, her and I, during the session. We revised what had happened with a new perception, which felt completely different to her, not rejected anymore. And this is exactly the way it came through. And now he offered her to go on a date, and they already went on a couple dates. So the relationship is moving forward, but she was not ready to move forward with that explanation, without the apology. And she got it all. And you know what? There's no limit to what you can get. You don't have to settle for a crappy relationship. If you're not content, if you're not receiving the quality of the relationship that you desire, you do not have to accept it. You can rework on it, and you can, script or just think about exactly how the relationship should look like, the way you want it, and then feel that, being that person who does receive this type of great quality relationship. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I know you too can be a success like my client if you apply the discipline work. It does take discipline. It does take, some effort towards your mental diet and feeling that feeling of who it is you want to be, what you want to have, and what you want to do, right? So I wish you an amazing day, and until next video. And remember, I have a sale right now for the holidays on all my hypnosis tracks. Use coupon code JOY50, JOY50, JOY50. Alrighty, so my lovies, have a beautiful, beautiful week. Until next time, bye.